Facebook.
Facebook on my phone. YouTube is right here. Oh, shoot. Bring it down.
Okay, he said ready, hit go live. Hit go live, he said. You'll see it at the top, it's gonna be red, it's gonna start counting down.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Once again, this is Shagun Additioner, the United Congregation. We're just doing kind of a recap. We recapped the part one of the Way of the World series, talking about the fall in the garden. Part two, we're talking about the Genesis 6 experiment, the Genesis 6, as it's called by a lot of people, the Genesis 6 experiment. And we're just going to kind of talk about it related to life and, how we view the world today and different things. We know there's so much going on in the world right now. I always joke and say, I feel we only got about 20 more years for Jesus to come back in. When I talk to people, they be like, nah, we got more, less than that. But so Genesis 6. And once again, I have brother, the leader, Captain America here, brother Captain Africa here.
Yeah.
Brother Aswad Muhammad here.
Yes.
And we have his beautiful, real Lady Jennifer here with us today. And behind the camera, we got my boy Amari. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody?
All right. Sorry about the boy. He going through puberty right now, so his voice might be, voice changing, getting funky and everything. You know how it go, little hair up here and everything. You do like this. All right. So we're talking about Genesis 6.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Because you had opened up with the we got 20 years. It's funny because I be telling because we been married for 2, and I say, babe, I think we only got 7 years together.
Yeah. Let's be thinking about that. Like, should I just get married and have children? Yes, get married and have children, please.
It's funny that you open up like that.
Yeah. So yeah. Genesis 6 is when the fallen angels saw the women, and they was like, "Woo,
Women and men.
good Lord."
Women and men.
Oh yeah. Put that in
Put
there.
that in. Sons of God are the women and men. Well, let me let you in. I apologize because I forget sometimes. Well, when he said I was, the leader and Captain America, I thought I could drive
Captain
the ship.
Africa.
Yeah, I thought I could drive the ship. But it's your show, man.
No, you good.
It's your thing.
So we will touch on that because as we talk about the part 2, see, we talk about the flood all the time, but Genesis 6 gets forgotten when we talk about that's the reason why the flood came. And but when we talk about Genesis 6, we can't forget about the flood. So all that's gonna play part going hand in hand. So with Genesis 6, what we're talking about is the fallen angels mated with human. And first of all, I could in the teaching I cleared up that it's not the sons of Cain mating with the good daughters of Seth. We're talking about actual fallen angels, okay? I know in the church today, especially in the Western church, it's almost like we've almost taken the supernatural out of our faith or our religion. Is I heard some people call it we have cerebral Christianity, where we talk about the miracles, we read them in the Bible, but then we don't believe them, we don't apply them, we don't, we're shocked when we see stuff happening, and it's like, oh my gosh, but the fallen angels, they really saw human women. So first of all, I want to say that kissing cousins don't make giants. Number one. Matter of fact, closely related people having children causes defects actually, because already closely related. DNA is so similar. That's why, the elite throughout history, the kings, the queens, the pharaohs, all of them, they kept it in the family. And that's why you start seeing certain characteristics and you'll know who they're related to, because one of the genetic, like with the Habsburgs, they had these long chins. And you could look at me like, oh, that's a Habsburg because of so we know that that's what happens when you don't create giants, you create defects. And that's kind of what happened with the fallen angels. They made it with the humans, and they had the first generation Nephilim, which is likened to the Titans of Greek and Roman mythology. So, and what happened was they killed each other off in a massive civil war, which has been stylized as the Clash of the Titans. So, they had the movies and all that stuff, the Clash of the Titans. And the Nephilim, they're still romanticized today. Today, they're what we call, superheroes. They're matter of fact, the word hero is literally a word that was created to describe the Nephilim. The word hero comes from them. That's why they're called heroes or superheroes. And so, they had the superpowers, just like X-Men. X-Men are a perfect example of the Nephilim. They're corrupted DNA, because the word Nephal means to fall, meaning corrupted or corrupt DNA. And we know that today things we do affect our DNA. What we eat, what we drink, what we put in our bodies, what we put around our bodies, what we see, what we hear, all of that, who we, have intimacy with, all of that affects us one way or another. And I tell people, the first part we talked about sin affects us. But the problem that happens with us is we don't, because we don't see the effects right away, we think it's not affecting us. And it's just like, if like my son, if when he was born, if all we fed him was cake and candy and all of that, he may be 21, 22 years old, don't have any problems or anything, which I know that probably wouldn't be true, child diabetes, all this stuff. But you may not see the effects of that until he's a little older, but sooner or later, you're going to see the effects of it. His teeth going to be rotting, and his body will be messed up because he's not getting any vitamins, nutrients, things of that nature. So just because you're not seeing the effects of it right away doesn't mean there aren't effects taking place, especially in the spiritual realm. So we all face the consequences of our actions. And for the Nephilim, it was no different. They faced the consequences of their action. They were judged by God through Enoch. Enoch was used to judge the watchers. So some of the things that they did that made God so angry was they taught us stuff we weren't supposed to know. They taught us advanced mathematics. Maybe that's why we hate math so much. I don't know. Nobody likes math. I almost said something. I want to get canceled. But they taught us, and I want your opinion on this, because one of the things. The spaceship. Oh Lordy. Higher understanding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Keyword high. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So one of the things they taught us was the beautifying of the eyelids, things of nature, makeup. So and we know that the Bible talks about men dressing as women, women dressing as men. So talk to, especially the women about how they should be presenting themselves and things of that nature, especially if they're believers.
Oh, wow. I believe we need to, as a believer, we need to dress in, how can I say it? Dress moderate conservative, not having all your goods out and everything like that, because that's of the world. When you're a believer, your body, God's word says that your body, is a sacrifice and holy, and you got to present that unto God. You can't just be all in these short skirts with your butt all out and things like that. I'm sorry. And there's so many women that I see, like when when they do programs, and they are I guess, Christian. I mean, that's what they call themselves. They have their cleavage out and all this makeup on their face. And I'm like, why we got to do all that? You know, beauty. I know you got to see yourself I believe we have to see ourselves the way God sees us. And we are already beautiful without makeup. You know, I wear makeup every now and then, like if I'm gonna do something, but when you see me, I don't wear makeup, because when I look in the mirror, I see something beautiful. And that's the way we need to see ourselves. Beautiful. I was telling my husband one time, I woke up and I said, babe, when I looked in the mirror this morning, I just saw beauty. And that's without my makeup, without my lashes on, without my extension in my hair. I said, I saw beyond that. I saw beauty. I saw something beautiful staring back at me. And he was telling me that was just God revealing himself to me, to show me that I was beautiful, because he's in us. So I believe we need to dress. I asked him one time, I believe, Muslims, I believe we should be dressing like that, covering ourselves up. So some of these men, we won't make some of these men fall because of the way that we dress. Some of us put on tight skirts and tight jeans, and that's not how we're supposed to be representing ourselves as a woman of God. That's what I believe.
What you see when you see your wife, brother?
I see a reflection of the divine.
Okay.
Because women are mysterious. Their beauty,
there should be mystery there.
Yeah, and their beauty has always been a fascination to man.
Yeah.
And that's the way I see God.
Mm-hmm.
He's mysterious. It's fascinating. I can look out into the Milky Way and just like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When I see my wife, I'm like, wow. Look what you done poured into that vessel right now. Because here's the thing.
Get them brownie points, boy. Get them points. Man. Run up the scoreboard.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Run up the scoreboard.
See, this is what I've been trying to get my brothers to understand. The late, great Dr. Miles Monroe said that the man was told to be fruitful and multiply and to cultivate the land. The world has always been synonymous to a woman in scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Even the America, oh, how great she is. Look how she flourishes. So he went on to say that women, watch what man you let cultivate you. Is he pouring anything positive into you? Is he abusive? Is he encouraging? I remember my wife, when we first started Rap Holler, she's like, hey, this is Jennifer. I'm like, no. Lady Jennifer.
That's right.
Because you represent the king.
That's right.
The king, but you also represent the prince. You got this one.
That's what I'm talking about.
You gotta put something on
your chest, man. Come on.
But you have to know who you are in Christ to do those type things. You know what I mean? See, anybody can give themselves a title as a leader. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But true leadership comes in how you pour into others. How you lead others. No, come on, man.
And the key to what he meant by modest was a woman know what she doing when she dressing the way she dressing.
Oh, yeah.
If you try to bring extra attention to yourself, that's what it's saying. There's nothing wrong with looking nice. There's nothing wrong with being beautiful. Some women are just naturally thicker or curvy or slim and whatever. Who you are is who you are. You're beautiful. But you know what you're doing when you're trying to bring extra attention to yourself, especially at the wrong time, wrong place.
Yep.
And we talk about for believers.
Yes.
So you know what you're doing.
And
That's
not only that,
exactly you
You
doing.
know what you're doing.
I'm gonna give you young schools some curls right quick. Y'all take this and run with it. When I was like 13, I was 13. I was starching my pants down. We used to start my pants.
Starch, baby. Starch your arches.
Yeah, but crease my pants, stood them up in the corner, man. Put all this coat. When she starts my shirt, the collar stiff. So my sister was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing? I'm gonna see my little girlfriend." So she said, "Do you want her attention, or you want to run her off?" I'm like, "Girl," but she told me, she said, "Look, man, When a woman leave her house and go through the trouble putting on makeup and fingernails and this, she wants your attention.
Mm-hmm.
But you looking like you vibing for her attention. And it's wrong with me, man. I'm like, oh, I need to turn this down a notch. You know? So, young brothers, I say that to say this here. Know what you want, man. And take something off of it, man. You know? Let the woman be a woman, man. A lot of you young brothers out there, man, I don't mean no offense, but it is what it is. A lot of y'all got it twisted, man. You know, I see a lot of y'all, man, y'all prettier than the women. You know, you smell better than her. When I was coming up, we had one earring. We know that the brothers, y'all got 2 earrings. I'm like, come on, man. Take something off. Take something off, man. Get this thing back right, man. It ain't too late. You know, but you got to know what you want, man. You got to know who you are. And I don't mean no offense, you know, but it is what it is.
It is what it
It is what it is, man.
You know, these I have a friend, shout out to Sam. She had an ex-boyfriend. She say that he would